Creativity is an addiction. Yeah, he said it. Well, what do you want to do about it? Do I have to go to AA? No. All I want you to do is build a relationship up with yourself so that you can understand your creative energy. You can understand why you're staying awake at night. You can understand why people are stealing from you every day, because your creative energy is a jolt of something that is just unexplained until you decide to listen to it. Unplugged, because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut, because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. We have a new guest in the studio this morning. Right here to my left. It's my mother. Her ashes. Finally, they were flown down from the state of Montana, where she really enjoyed life. She's in the Bowlers Hall of Fame. She won so many awards as the Secretary of Leagues. She was just so dedicated to the community in ways that reach beyond the four walls of a church. She affected people's lives, and the community up there really embraced her. And so she's in this room now, along with my brother Teddy. And I'll tell you, that's the one thing, if I could share with you something that you may plant in your heart and you may just walk away. But the spirit of those that once walked with you is very much a powerful energy and source of energy in you when they are gone. It's almost like that movie from Russell Crowe, Beautiful Mind. If you look to the left or the right, they're walking beside you. But you've got to believe in that. You've got to trust in that. And you've got to know that you are never alone and that your journeys are still connected. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Choice. This is what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day. Today, we're reading from February 11th, 2022. Obviously, I mean, I've been on this crazy tour. 3 movie premieres, a lot of big interviews, and I had to do a bunch of other things yesterday and the day before, and I had no idea what even day today was when I started to write. I put Thursday, February 11th, and it's actually a Friday. So hopefully I'll come back to the very first page of this daily writing and kind of chuckle in the future, because the moment I was putting ink stains on this page, I had no clue. I really don't. I go by muscle memory, and obviously my memory sucks this morning. A blank page doesn't slow down the hands of a clock. What do you do to slow down time? I thought, man, if I just sit here and stare at this page, time will slow down, right? Well, no. A blank page doesn't slow down the hands of a clock. The silence felt during a blank moment is a total waste of time. And time and I just tend to we just challenge each other. It's not an argument. It's not an indifference. It's just, we're just on different paths. A struggle to lay claim. Just a single grip. Not to choke or drag to the ground, but to rest. Time to rest. Are you moving through that moment as well? To allow air to be physically present in the lungs that are craving the existence. Time. So much of it is lost and can't be found. Not even the hounds can catch the scent of what was once present. While traveling, I use mile markers to find the destination. Should we be doing the same when it comes to time? Because I'm not really sure how waking up at 5 minutes before 7 o'clock in the morning quickly becomes 7:37. How did it get here so quickly? I was just sitting here, not running about chasing fireflies on a summer's night. And all I have to show for it is a cup of coffee with maybe 7 sips taken from its brim. The only place that time doesn't exist is within this nation's economic recovery. Because it costs too much. And I want to laugh there, I do. But I wasn't laughing when I saw the price of gas at $3.45 per gallon yesterday. I sat there and I allowed time to hit me in the heart. When was the last time we saw gas this high? What will the times be like if it goes up to $4 and plus? Not to be negative. What about those times when it felt like the leaders of your nation actually cared for the people, and that when you saw gas prices where they were speaking about it, saying, we're going to bring them down, and we can't even fix this thing called the supply chain. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody wants to talk about the borderlines. Nobody wants to talk about where we presently are. You know, the state of the nation. What is it? And I don't want to get political. All I want to do is I just want to talk, because there's a lot of people that are going inward during this time where we should be talking, where we should be building communities that make a difference, where we can build up the positive energy in the way that time says, you've got permission to do it, now use it. But when those that we voted into office aren't taking the time to speak to us about what is going on in our present situation, you sit there and go, oh, wow. How close are we to becoming a third world nation? Oh, yeah. You got the rich and you've got the poor. The middle class, what does that even mean anymore? Do I need to go to dictionary.com? Time. How much time do we have left before that war breaks out in Ukraine? How much time do we have before something happens in Taiwan? How much time? Time! What are you doing with your time? You're probably wasting it thinking, why am I even listening to this guy? Because if we don't talk about it, we can't help cure our hearts. Because our hearts are what's ignoring time. We couldn't wait to get away from the pandemic in March of 2020. And now that we're on this side of it and it's still here, we're still running away from everything connected. Why don't we just turn around and run toward time? Just run into the face of it. Hit it hard. Below the knees. Otherwise, we're going to have a 10-yard penalty. And it's Super Bowl weekend, and we don't need 10-yard penalties. We need to win this game. Take a writing instrument and put down a thought, because that's how you're finally going to realize that when you come back to that page, time wasn't fair. 30 days, 30 years had quickly passed by. I'm Arroe, and that's what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day.